Alright, quick update. This is on Flex. First of all, I found out that you have to patch Flex if you want to compile it. There is a patch Haiku ports. So tired of getting those two things confused. But at Haiku Porter, there is a patch. I don't know whether it made a difference because I used that patch subsequently, and then I also did as I did with zlib, and I just looked for everything that was BOS related and just changed it from BOS to Haiku and compiled, and then the errors that I was having when the compile scripts would try to run and use my version of Flex that I had built, it no longer gave me an error saying that Flex wasn't responding from Lex or something like that. So if you get into that situation where you run a compile script and you get checks for Flex and whether Lex is going to give you an answer back, what's happened is that you've built Flex but you haven't patched it. So what are those actual patches? Where is it? Something development, right? Yeah. So the files that I changed a number of files. Most of them were related to having the BOS name in it. So it may be that the patch that's over at Haiku ports is all you need. It's a simple, straightforward patch, one line. It's part of the solution. At least it's part of the working solution for me. But if that doesn't work for you, then these are the other things that I did. Fortunately, I just now I just have files. So I haven't made patches or anything. And actually, the simple way for me to explain this. Okay, this must be the file that was. I just made the changes that are in the patch set for Flex. The version's a little bit older, and one of the two. If I would go in there, I only actually there are two changes that the patch set wanted to do. Wake up. Let me find this file. Hope I remember where it was. Devlibs. Come on, Flex. Syslibs. I hate not remembering. That was zlib. Systdevel. Yeah. So Haiku port says it under Systdevel. It's called Flex. Flex. I used the patches. I used the patch set, Flex 2.5.39 patch set. And there were. It helped. So I just. Basically, what it is, you change this AC path prog to AC check prog. This, and then you put a pound sign in front of the minus LP thread down here in the makefile AM. What I wasn't able to do was I didn't use any of the patches from the 2.5.35. This changes the configure in rather than configure AC. It does pretty much the same stuff. So basically it's change path to check on this bison, cheeseburger. This stuff is not in the other that I just highlight. That's not in the other set of patches. I didn't use it. And this last thing is just to put a pound sign in front of this LD flags equals minus LP thread. Okay, and this is for the configure. The ones I changed where it worked for me so far, and the problem went away. It's configure AC and this makefile.am and the test pthread directory. The rest were just changes because I had done a grep on the source code. I'd found that these files had mention of BEOS in it, and all I did is go into the files and change the word BEOS in lowercase, completely lowercase in this case, to Haiku, just lowercase. I'll open up the other one because I'm having some issues, and oh yeah, maybe background information. You're not going to have this issue if you haven't, or put it positively. I have converted symbolic links from the boot home package structure to boot home common non-packaged. So my files will be pathed to the degree they can be pathed. I haven't checked whether I'm still having the issue with the unlinked libraries. I think I might still be having that. I think I still had it after having pathed my stuff. The only thing that well, hopefully I'm making sense. The only thing I haven't done is the only thing that wasn't in place since I've tested to see whether I'm still having that library linkage issue is I've gone in and I've rebuilt Flex and I've rebuilt the zlib. But I've rebuilt some of the app, but I haven't rebuilt all the apps, so it would take a long time. And I don't know what apps need zlib and what apps don't need zlib. I'll find out as errors come up, I think. So these are actually kind of things you want to do up front before you start building a bunch of stuff. I wish I'd done this stuff really early, because I did build zlib pretty early and Flex pretty early. Alright. Also, using Diger's patches for Python 27 helped. Okay, so it's the libtool.m4 in the m4 directory. The makefile am that came from the patches. It's in the test through it. Config rpath had mention of BOS, and the configure script had mention of BOS. So all I did is go in there. See right there, I got the Haiku, it's blinking. That's the last thing I changed in this file. Basically, it used to say BOS. Now, if it was a proper patch, and if I was, I'm gonna, maybe I'll do it properly. Make a copy of the BOS stuff. Or to make a proper patch. If someone else wants to do it, great. All you have to do is, instead of replacing the word BOS with the word Haiku, you just copy the whole area that BOS covers, paste it just below that, and then change the BOS to Haiku. Then make a patch, as I did on my last video or a couple videos ago. Then submit it to somebody. Oh yeah, then combine them all into one thing, and then submit it to somebody, and then we'll have more patches. The only question I don't have answered is, were the additional changes that I made, were they necessary? I don't know. All I know is at the end of the day that after having made all these changes, that I don't have the problem where when I use my own version of Flex rather than the version of Flex that comes with the system, where it can be installed through Haiku Depot, I no longer have the error that would come up and say, sorry, your Lex sucks. Your Flex is like another remake of this thing called Lex, and it checks for some kind of Lex call, or I don't know what it's called. You'll see it. Your configure script will just stop, and it'll say checking for Flex, Lex something or other, giving up. If you see that, that's what happened. Just basically, you built a local Flex, and you're using it. You've got that path, or you're pathing to it. You're compiling against it instead of the one that's in the system. And as a result, because it wasn't patched, that error comes up. I don't know exactly what the technical thingamabob is that's supported or not supported, or the difference or whatever. I don't know what it is. All I know is that it worked. All right, so I'm done. I'm tired. I updated my stats. There's nothing new or big except that as a result of this, I knocked down 4 of my most wanted compile apps, but it is also I added some more too. So right now I'm in a stage where I knock them down, and then the new ones appear to take their place. So I had LiveIDL that after I did this built, where it didn't build before, but to take its place was OpenSP, I think. I'd have to look. I think it might. No, it's not OpenSP. What the hell is that thing? Somewhere in here. I put together more sheets of like what the errors are remaining in each category, but I haven't gotten through all of them. I'm only trying to look at the ones with 100 or so or less errors in it. And I know I updated CAD. CAD. Orbit 2. So Orbit 2 took the place of IDL. What else did I build? That was a problem. So we got Flex, which was actually built by myself, but it was built with a problem. GNOME DocUtils now build, where it used to actually cause an error would come up in the dialog box and says we have to stop this. Something called its tool, LabIDL, and then Python 27 markup safe built. But now that Python 27 markup safe is built, now all the apps seem to want Python 34 markup safe, whereas before I don't know if that's really true. I don't know if they wanted 27 and now suddenly changed their mind. I think I probably built the wrong markup safe, but I still have a list of 31 things, ones with a check next to it at the left, or things where patches exist somewhere. The ones I have no either means, the ones that don't have anything I haven't checked yet. The ones with no means I looked everywhere. I can't find a patch, and then there's other places where, like this Guile here, someone built it at Haiku, but don't see that there's a patch for it. And I haven't tried all these since I've done this either, because I only spent a couple hours on this today. Alright, that's it for now. Hope that helps someone.